Good morning from Viviers, France. Now, guys, we have something controversial to tell you today.
A little bit, yeah.
We are splitting up for the day to do 2 separate tours. Now, what the heck?
Yeah. So there's 3 options today. One of them is like cave dwellings that you could do.
Yeah.
One of them is a truffle farm with a castle, and then there's a gorge hike. So which of those do you think that each of us is doing?
I'm going to the truffle farm.
I'm going hiking.
Whoa! Now, this truffle excursion was the first thing that I wanted to sign up for when I saw the list of tours. I was like, truffle farm, France, yes.
It sounds cool. However, I want to get my exercise on, and I'm in France, and it's supposed to be one of the most beautiful gorges. They call it like the Grand Canyon of France. I don't want to miss that. Plus, we're going to show you the opportunity to see like both sides of these, excursions, so you could pick what's right for you.
That's true. So we're going to get some breakfast, and then I don't know how Editing Jay's going to do it, but he will put together these 2 experiences somehow.
Vlogging D is going to do her best.
All right, well, let's get it started. Bye. I'll see you later.
Oh, I love you.
Well, we'll go have breakfast together. Okay. Gotta get fueled up for the day. Now, for the active tours, you do have to sign a waiver, so Dee and Sarah have come down here to take care of that.
So I am getting ready to go on my solo adventure, but not really because I have friends with me, and Jay is going to go do truffles, so it's time to say goodbye.
We're sending Dee out with the GoPro.
Bye!
And they're off. We may never see them again.
So down the gangway we go to our coach that is provided. It's about a 40-minute drive to the gorge. But it should be gorgeous. I'm trying to be funny like Jay. It's a lovely day, about currently like 46 degrees, upwards of 61 later on today. So that'll be nice.
And Truffle Group is on the move. Well, we have driven for about 45 minutes or so, and we have made it to our first stop, which is the Truffle Farm. So on the drive, we learned about the different types of oak trees, which the truffles love to grow around the roots of the oak trees. Oh yeah, the ground's a little squishy, she said. Watch out. This farm dates back to the middle 1800s. We should see some lavender today, too. I think that might be lavender right there, actually. They usually plant in between rows of the oak trees.
Okay, then first I explain to you the truffle, and after I phone to my dogs. My dogs arrive, and we just go a few minutes here to find a few truffle.
This is the oak tree nursery. They take acorns and they can grind up truffles and put them together, and it makes magical truffle trees. Now, they take 10 years to produce their first truffle, so a bit of a waiting game. I guess that's what the lavender is actually for, to give you a crop to harvest while waiting for your truffle trees to produce. Oh, he's called for the dogs now. It's getting exciting. We've also heard there's a cat on the property. So 40 acres of property. You can grow 30 different varieties of truffles. Oh, the cat has made an appearance. I don't think this is a truffle sniffing cat, but you're cute anyway. Oh, I made a friend. Well, let the truffle hunting begin. So they use female Labradors. There are currently 2 active dogs, Nikki and Gina. I love the bag. I think we got double truffle excitement. They found 3 truffles. They're traditionally done with pigs or hogs, but now it's all done with dogs. There we go, fresh out of the ground. Do I get to keep this one? No, I think I have to give it back. Well, it was a very quick and successful hunt this morning. And now we taste.
Alright, so we made it safe and sound. It was about a 40-minute drive. We left at about 8:30, it's 9:24, and we are starting our trek. This is one of the bigger groups they've had. I think there's 25 of us in total hiking together. And so they're going to do stops so we can hear all of the information. So, should be really good.
This is the Ardèche River. The gorges are 25 kilometers long.
So this is what the terrain looks like right now. It's just kind of like little pebbles and limestone and things like that, some leaves. Not too bad. So now the terrain looks a little more like this with some little muddy patches, limestone, ups and downs, things like that. So not too bad yet. So now it's pretty much limestone, and it is a little bit slippery because it's cold and there's like dew on the rocks and stuff, so you just have to be careful. But it's nice and beautiful out here, right along the river. Look at those views. And the leaves are changing. It's amazing. Now we're to the phase where you do have to sometimes put your hand down to make sure you're not going to fall off the edge. And it's slippery, so it's not like strenuous, but you know, just be careful. So now it's like we're in the jungle. It's very narrow and there's like foliage and shrubberies all around, but it's really pretty. And this is the view on the other side. Absolutely gorgeous. And apparently nobody comes and hikes in November, so we are like the only people out here, which is pretty fun. So before signing up for this, I asked, you know, how rigorous it was. And they're like, people in walkers do it. There are no way that people in walkers are doing some of this stuff. But you really have to watch your footing because you have stuff like this. And it can be a little tricky to get around, especially if you have very large feet like I do.
This will be our tasting room.
Yesterday, a neighbor found a few truffles. I must, of course, wash it. Oh, this is the black winter truffle, Tubermelanosporum. Voilà, it's the most famous lavender oil in the world, used by Chanel, Dior, Shalimar. Fine lavender oil.
Gosh, half the fun of this tour is hanging out with the dogs.
Room temperature, open or close to the
We got 3 choices of wine, or we've got water. Yeah, they had red, rosé, and white. I'm going white to start, and maybe white only. It tends to be my favorite. Now we've got a snack. That is a healthy amount of fresh truffle on this bread. Alright, there are no words. That is magnifique. Very fresh, very truffle. Oh, looks like there will be more snacks incoming. They just kept going round and round and round. You could have as many of those first ones as you liked. Snack number 2 is truffle oil. That has an intense aroma to it. That's what I'm used to tasting. Very rarely do I get full truffles, but truffle oil, very familiar, excellent. Now we've got some shopping opportunity before we depart. Now we're preparing to move to phase 2 of the tour. Now I gotta say, I had 4 rounds of fresh truffle and 3 rounds of the oil. So I think I'm about to turn into a mushroom. I mean, I know I'm a fun guy. Okay, we gotta go. So once everybody has completed the shopping and the rest rooming, we will load back up. Oh, goodbye, kitty friend.
There's Ollie again.
Our chateau awaits.
This is what we just came down, and the gentlemen are being so kind and helping everybody. But yeah, it's a little
Somebody take a picture while I'm standing here on flat ground.
So we've come across some animal tracks. No idea what they are because there's like otters and beavers in the area. These could be like dogs that people bring in here. But interesting and proof that there is some type of wildlife out here. You can hear all the birds.
We heard the birds.
So now we are to another part where hands are required because we're climbing up, up, up.
It's going to get worse.
Lots of rocks. We've gotten to a point where there is a cave. I think we're going through. I don't know if this is tall people approved. We'll see. So here's some more caves. And the interesting thing she told us about was that the ancestors would come in the summertime after the bears were not occupying them and do the cave paintings, but they didn't actually live in the caves. So I found that kind of fascinating. And they only discovered them about 30 years ago.
Just wild boar.
Wild boar. Okay. Just wild boar.
So our guide just told us about this plant. It's called savory, and it's good for digestion or a sore throat, but you can find it right here on the trail. And it smells amazing. All right, so we made it to, I believe, the halfway point, and now we're turning around and going back the way we came, which generally up is better than down, so I'm okay with that.
We have arrived, so only about a 5 or 10 minute drive. We've got about 45 minutes here. We're not doing an interior castle visit. It'll be a climb up to the terraces to get some views. So this is where we get our steps in today.
This is where the women would come and do their washing.
Ah, the old wash house.
Down to the river.
Ooh, boulangerie, pâtisserie. Okay, no time for now. So this was the original main street of the village.
The village is also famous for its roses.
So people do live here year round, but there's a lot of artists who sort of live here seasonally as well. Oh, look at the stone.
Rubble stone masonry. Stones of different shapes and sizes, just all stuck together with mortar. And then later on became the parish church. Of course, a church is consecrated.
There is our destination. Okay. Should have had a few more truffles. We're going to be working those off right now. Oh, yeah, some renovation going on. Oh, we're starting to get some views now. Oh, just imagine arriving here on your carriage up to the gates of the chateau. In we go. Now we'll make our way around. I left my jacket on the bus because it is not needed today. It's warmed up nicely.
Does it look like I know what I'm doing? So they do have trail markers. I'm not sure exactly what they represent, but it's nice to know that you can't really get lost as long as you follow them. Here comes a steep part. So this area in the summer, they do lots of kayaking, but not in the winter months. So now that we're on flat ground and I don't feel like I'm going to fall off a cliff, my final thoughts are it is challenging. Would not recommend for anybody with any mobility issues. I would wear different shoes. These are just running shoes. I would use like hiking shoes for sure, and maybe hiking poles. I would do it again and I would go even further. I had a great time and it's gorgeous and it was a perfect weather day. So super fun, but don't do it if you have mobility issues. All right, it's back to the bus, and total, you guys can't see this, but it was 1.71 miles, about 3,800 steps, and it was an hour and 46 minutes. So I thought it was a lot longer than that, but it's just because you're going up and down constantly. So we're going back to Riverside Ravel now.
So let's get one nice swoop before the rest of the group. So this has been restored in the style of the Renaissance period. Yeah, 1600s, something like that. And they've done some concrete work in with the stone. It seems much of this place was destroyed in the French Revolution. There are the official views. Our guide gave us this yellow crane over here as a marker as to where our bus is located if we get separated from the group for some reason. But let's admire some countryside. Well, this terrace wraps almost all the way around. Let's come over to the other side and see what we can see. Oh, if you're not afraid of heights, we can look down below.
The entrance to the church.
Ah!
This square here. Remember I said?
Yep, the church entrance. That's where we came in.
We're on that flat roof.
Oh, in the church.
Yes, we're on top of the church here.
A little more countryside excitement. Now there's some mountains over here to my left that apparently is Mont Ventoux, and it's used as a stage of the Tour de France. There it is on the horizon. Just imagine lots of tiny, tiny, tiny little bicycles riding over there. They've got some little signs around that explain what you're seeing in the distance, but I'm just listening to my earpiece and regurgitating information as best I can. Let us do a French chateau spin, shall we? So this is our last stop. After this, we will head back to the vessel, but there's a lot more stuff going on. We actually get to another port this evening, so we have a double adventure day.
All right.
Looks like some photo ops down below. One more chateau peak. Oh, I hear her saying, take care on the steps, which means we must be leaving. Oh yes, these are some old steps. Centuries old. Now, this is their rainy season, but you would not know it. We've got blue skies today, temperatures somewhere in the 60s. We've been having lows in the maybe upper 40s and highs, upper 60s, which has been great. Well, back through the gift shop. So we came up the more gentle way, but we have a more direct and steep way to get down. Back to the vessel. I'm gonna hop on now and join Dee for lunch. She got back early, but that was fantastic. I won't do really an official wrap-up, but getting to taste the immature black winter truffle pieces and of course the mature truffle oil, yes. Perfect thing to do today. We have begun sailing away from Viviers, so next up we are in motion towards Châteauneuf-Du-Pape. But we've got some onboard fun between now and then. We're actually going to set up shop in the Palm Court, knock out a little bit of work, and we will see you when the cool stuff happens.